Hello, thanks for checking out my video. Today I'm going to be changing the oil on my compressor. It's a Sanborn 60 gallon. I've had it for about 6 years and haven't changed the oil, but to be honest it's only really been run not that often. It sat in storage for 2 years while our house was being built. And the oil, it's hard to see on camera, it doesn't look it, but it's really dirty. And I think it's over full too. This is the drain plug, that's your sight glass. Make sure the compressor's off. Come over here, this is what we're going to need. Not a knife, a small pipe wrench, a 13/16 or 16 millimeter wrench. This one is spline drive. A 17 millimeter or 11/16 inch socket with a ratchet. This is a 1/2 inch drive ratchet. Again, spline drive socket. A 11/16 millimeter socket on a 1/2 inch breaker bar, because I'm guessing that oil plug's probably pretty tight from the factory. A 3 inch 3/8 pipe nipple. A 3/8 ball valve. That's a 1/4 turn. A street elbow, which is a 3/8 to 1/2 inch. And this plug here is it's optional. I'll show you later in the video. Some compressor oil. This is Sanborn compressor oil. It's any synthetic non-detergent oil compressor oil will do, or any 30 weight non-detergent oil will do. Synthetic's better, of course. Synthetic works better if your compressor is subject to really cold temperatures. Synthetic won't change its viscosity with the temperature. Not an issue for me, because in summertime it's always warm, and in wintertime I never keep it below 10 degrees Celsius, 10 to 15 usually in here. Gonna need some Teflon tape, something to drain the old fluid, the old oil into, that one in case that gets full, and most probably a rag. So I'll just set this on the tripod and get going here. Let's see. Alright, first we're going to take the Teflon tape and put a couple of wraps on the pipe nipple. I'll go this way. Okay, that's good. That will be the end going into the compressor. And then we will have, let's see, I'll come up there, goes to there. This will go into there. So we will wrap this with Teflon tape as well. A couple of wraps should do it. These are new pipe threads, so they should seal up really well. You don't need a whole lot of Teflon tape. Sometimes if you're using older used pieces of pipe, the threads get a little bit worn or crooked and you need to put on more Teflon tape. We'll screw it into the 1/4 turn ball valve. Take the 13/16 wrench and the pipe wrench. Tighten that up. Kind of awkward to do here. There we go. It's good and tight. Now at this point you can leave it like that and just have your oil drain out of there. When you open the valve, I'm going to put a downspout on it. Not sure if it'll stay there, but it's going on for now. So we'll put some Teflon tape on this part as well. There we go. We will screw that on loosely for now. Actually, we'll put that on after. Okay, we'll come over here to the compressor. Let's see if I can get this camera in a good place to see what's going on. Back on a little bit. That should be good. Okay. So I'll grab my oil containers, or empty containers for the oil, breaker bar, and the ratchet. Set those off to the side. And first we'll try and break it loose to see how it... Yeah, she's tight, but it's going. Oh yeah, that's loose. Now that that's loose, we'll take our 17mm, or what was it, 11/16? Yes, 11/16. Again, this is a spline drive. Doesn't have to be though. We'll just put that on there and loosen that out till it's almost finger tight. And see, because there's no, the reason I'm putting the pipe on is because there's nothing to really, the oil just wants to drain out onto here. And that would just make a heck of a mess. Okay, we'll try that. Take our container and hopefully not make a big mess here. Oh, another thing I might want to do is loosen off the filler neck, which is, let me make a fool of myself here and take a guess. Not even close. And all else fails, grab an adjustable. I know this is tight because I tightened it not long ago. It was leaking a little bit under this O-ring here. Okay, we'll just leave that finger tight. Get our cap cup here. Loosen the plug out. Sorry if I'm in your way. And there it goes. It's coming out. Let's get the fill plug out. A lot of threads on this thing. Okay, we'll just set that aside. Let this continue draining for a bit. It is getting kind of full, so we probably will need this extra container. It's just kind of trickling down now. You can still see a little bit of oil in the sight glass. It doesn't make for a very exciting video. Alright, let's put that in, put that there. It's not working, just a second here. Okay. Let's get that cap back in there. We've made a mess anyway. In my efforts to try not to make a mess, we've made one. Just dump this into here. And bring this container back. I should have my rag here to catch it, but I don't. Let's temporarily slip the plug back in, grab our rag. Catch all this before it runs to the floor. Clean it off a little better afterwards. In fact, it might not be a bad idea. Stick this rag in there if I can. Well, halfway. Right, let's go back to draining this some more. Still trickling out. But we want to get as much of it as we can. Here, the clock's ticking away. It's still slowly draining out. I'll pause the video here and come back once I've got this done. You don't need to watch this.